go with some different clubs. Okay, so setup wise, I've got to say it's looking great. Now, from this direction, we're not going to necessarily see that you were slightly reaching for the golf ball, but generally speaking, posture down the line, the sort of lowercase Y you're creating there is brilliant. Grip's looking great, so the club face now is squaring up. The issue we had, as we said, when you went back, up the top of the backswing here now, and you can sort of see as the club is continuing back, you're kind of going further and further back to your right side. Now as you start the arms down, you try to get back down to the golf ball. There's no real pressure shift over to here. As you start getting into impact now, the speed of the club starts increasing around here with the hands at hip height, and your head now is going to move back up and away. When you finish this swing, you can sort of see your left foot spinning because your right foot's taking most of the weight. The leg is leaning backwards now. You haven't really got onto your front leg. As a result, now you're leaning back. If this increases with a longer club and the speed therefore gets faster, the weight will probably end up going further this way, and this foot's even more off the ground. In which case, I feel my left foot lifting. Yeah, and this shot, this position, should I say, will likely create the shots that are topped along the ground. Or when you do happen to strike it, because as you're getting better, you're more aware of the ball and sort of you can make these little adjustments, the ball just curved way off to the left there. Okay, so the movement you've got to try and focus on now, and this is, I didn't quite get the stepping drill, but if I draw this in here now, put a golf ball or an object on the ground there now to start with, okay? And then put your feet in where the two red lines are there, okay? That's where your left and your right foot are going to be, and the club will sort of be hovered off the ground here, okay? As you get to your arm around here, if you're doing the stepping drill, so your left foot would be here. At this point now, the left foot is going to move towards that blue dot, okay? So you're going to start shifting down into that left side. You can see here now impact there. If we compare those two impacts, there's pretty much the ball being hit. Look at the difference in your body shape there now. We talk about your trail leg leaning this way, whereas this one's kind of pretty vertical. This one is slightly more vertical, and this one's sort of leaning back a little bit, yeah? So getting that body to shift over to the left side is going to help you create what we call a better low point. Your club's going to come down, hit the ball, and then continue on up. So you get a much better contact on the golf ball. This is the movement, and you can see when you finish, up on your toe there, much more, okay? So then you set the golf ball. Obviously, when we get the ball in the way, as we said before, you're focusing on hitting the ball. You hope the practice you've done prior to this now, this is the test. Let's see how we do. So up the top of the backswing, you shift a little bit later there, but at least there's a sort of conscious thought of shifting. So at impact there now, your hands are more in the middle of your body, whereas this one, they're behind you, okay? So you've moved forward a smidgen. I think with a bit of practice, I think based on what we've seen so far, you're someone who want to put a bit of time and see the progression. If you did that stepping drill, I don't know, 5 minutes a day, 2 or 3 times a week, or as much as you can or can't do, I think you'll find when you get to this position in a few weeks' time, this is going to be more in here, you're going to be shifting over here, so you'll be more into this position, hands will be kind of more in that way, so you'd have shifted over a lot more, yeah? I'll show you a picture in a second of what the pros are looking like. But when you finish the swing now, because you have moved better, there's your follow through compared to that.
Oh gosh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And we've not mentioned anything about what to do with the follow through.
Yeah.
And we've not said about keep your foot on the ground, but your left foot, as you can see now, when you swing this club now, left foot's not moving at all, yeah? Because pressure's been put into it, it's not going to move, yeah? Whereas this one here now,
Yeah.
jumping and spinning out of the way, and I think as you get faster with that club, that foot's going to lift even more so. Yeah. So understanding how that movement of the body is going to happen, shift into that left side is going to be a key thing. Once you get that, you can finish up on that left side in a good balanced position. Okay. Right. Let's try a couple with a few longer clubs. So 7-iron, okay, or 9-iron. Different club. Yeah.
Okay.